back, everybody, to the 2015 NHL Fantasy Draft. At the All-Star Game, we've asked you to go on to NBCSports.com/vote to tell us which team you think looks better so far, and it's swaying in Team Taves' favor at 57%. Well, get involved. Get those tablets out. Start voting. Let's go backstage. One player who hasn't been picked yet is Alex Ovechkin, and I don't know, Pierre, what's going on back there?
Well, thank you, Catherine. Where are all your friends?
I don't know. I'm by myself here, so I'm pretty happy.
I don't think you are. I saw you on your phone. Who were you texting?
I just put in Instagram some pictures, me and you.
Okay, you've had a chance to evaluate both teams. Who do you want to pick you?
I want to be last. I need a car so bad, like, that I need it.
I think you might get it.
Thanks God.
Darren, Catherine, back to you.
Geez, I wondered who that was behind that piece of paper. Alexander Ovechkin remains available, but we have gone through 6 rounds of this 2015 NHL All-Star Fantasy Draft, presented by DraftKings. And for Team Foligno, you have the likes of Tyler Seguin and Steven Stamkos going back-to-back. Carey Price is the only goaltender that Team Foligno has selected so far. For Team Taves, Phil Kessel was their first selection, and they have 2 goaltenders, Corey Crawford and Roberto Luongo. Back to Catherine.
Yeah, I'm here in the stands because Drew Doughty noticed Steven Stamkos' shoes, and I happen to notice that Tyler Seguin has the same shoes, so I'm just curious if you guys planned this.
No, we just planned to be the best dressed guys here and started with our shoes.
So, no phone conversations beforehand, Steven?
No, we just obviously have pretty good fashion sense, so.
Are you surprised that Drew Doughty recognized the shoe? I mean, he's not even paying attention over there. He pays attention to shoes, though.
Very surprised that Drew, he's not even paying attention right now.
Can you put the shoe up on the bar so everyone can see the shoe? You might have to stand. But I mean, there's like sparkly stuff on the sides, bedazzled, and it's not a typical hockey shoe.
You know what, you can dress them up or dress them down. Very diverse and versatile, so
Okay, is this NHL Network or E?
It's a hybrid shoe. All right, dress it down. The teams are dressed up, and Team Foligno, you're back on the clock. Drew, you don't have a pair of these on, do you?
Drew here?
Oh.
Can't afford them.
All right, well, go pick your next player.
I feel bad for you, Drew. All right, with our next pick, I think we're going to sway the fans back in our favor for the better team here. From the Philadelphia Flyers, Claude Giroux.
The captain of the Philadelphia Flyers, Claude Giroux, leads the Flyers in face-off percentage this season after winning 82% in a November 22nd game. This is his 3rd NHL All-Star Game appearance.
Claude Giroux's 3rd All-Star game, currently 3rd in NHL scoring. Captain of the Philadelphia Flyers was a first-round pick back in 2006. Claude Giroux joins Team Foligno. Team Taves, it's over to you.
All right, well, I have the privilege of picking right before Kaner every time, and I think he wants Brent Seabrook and Duncan Keith as a pairing, so I'm going to play right into that, and I'm going to take from the Chicago Blackhawks, Brent Seabrook.
From the Chicago Blackhawks, Brent Seabrook recorded a career-high 7-game point streak this past November. He was the 2nd defenseman voted into this year's NHL All-Star Game with more than 1 million votes.
Patrick, if you do want Duncan and Brent together, just lean over there and try and swing a trade. See if we can come up with something.
There has never been a trade at the fantasy draft. You can do it tonight. Team Foligno, Team Taves, you have to coordinate, be the GMs for a little bit and figure out which trade you want to move, but it can happen. So if you do want those 2 defensemen together, you can do it. All right, it's Team Foligno on the clock.
Are you going with Ben? Stick off? Like that?
Say we're going to combat Shea Weber.
All right, I think we have a dark horse here for the hardest shot. We'll take next, maybe someone to combat Shea Weber. So we're going to take Dustin Byfuglien from the Winnipeg Jets.
From the Winnipeg Jets, Dustin Byfuglien is a Stanley Cup winner who leads his Winnipeg Jets in shots this season.
Now, Steven Stamkos, the guy's getting some serious credit for the shoes that they're wearing tonight.
Sorry, man.
Buff, you're going to top them all this weekend, aren't you? I hear a rumor about a special edition pair of skates that you've designed, that you've modeled, and you're going to unveil them this weekend.
Yeah, they're the master jerseys. They're skates I wear, the VH. They're
how come like this guy?
Master skates.
Yeah, oh.
So you came up with the color scheme, a little neon, some white in there and some black?
Yeah, I dabbled a little bit with it.
Now, is it true, though, that you told Team Taves that you wanted to go to the Team White, the white sweaters, because your skates would look better in their uniforms?
Yeah, that is true.
I had no idea there's so much fashion talk going on. Thanks for doing this. Team Foligno, you need a goalie. Keep that in mind. Back to Team Taves.
Hold on. Oh, you're the this. Yes. Oh, we're on the clock. Oh,
Yes,
right.
you were on the clock. You're
discussing-
chit-chatting a lot over there,
Yeah,
though. We want to
were.
know what are you talking about?
We're trying to figure out how to say everybody's name.
Do you need a little help?
That
What?
means Demgus is next?
That's not easy to do. You guys have a
Tell
tough
me
job.
about it.
Yeah, I bet. We are gonna go. We need another sniper on our team. We're gonna go with Tarasenko.
That would be Vladimir Tarasenko of the St. Louis Blues.
From the St. Louis Blues, Vladimir Tarasenko is currently ranked in the top 5 across the NHL in both goals and plus-minus this season. This season, he became the first Blue with 2 hat tricks since Brett Hall did it in the 96-97 season.
And Vladimir Tarasenko, it's his first All-Star game. One of 5 players this season with 20-plus goals and 20-plus assists. Last season, 21 goals, 22 assists, playing in his 3rd NHL season, and some highlight reel performances this year for the St. Louis Blues. So it is Vladimir Tarasenko going to Team Taves.
He was a lot better at finding the net than he was finding the stage right now.
Team Foligno, you're on the clock, and the round's ticking. You're going to have to pick another goaltender soon. I know you can lean heavily on Carey Price. We've seen that happen before, but you do need another goaltender.
All right, with our next selection from the Pittsburgh Penguins, we select Marc-Andre Fleury.
From the Pittsburgh Penguins, earlier this season at age 29, Marc-Andre Fleury became the 3rd youngest and 3rd fastest goalie to win his 300th NHL game. He leads all NHL goalies this season with a career-high 6 shutouts.
Stay over here, stay over here. You're kind of, you're carrying the Penguin colors without Sid and Jenny Malcolm.
Yeah, a little disappointed to not have them with me here, but just trying to make the best of it, have some fun.
Now you're the loose guy. You don't fall into that sort of goaltending mentality. You gonna have fun? How do you adapt to this? Is it just a fun time out there?
Yeah, you don't want to get lit up too much, but I think you gotta enjoy your time, try some fun with the guys out there, and that's what the weekend's about.
How much is this different than the first time around?
I don't know. We'll see over the weekend. It's still early, so looking forward to it.
Marc-Andre, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a short break here on the 2015 NHL All-Star Draft presented by DraftKings. Lots more players available, many of them still backstage, anxiously hoping to go to a team. Look at them all. We'll be back with more after this. Welcome back, everybody, to the 2000
Fantasy Draft presented by DraftKings. And remember, one lucky player tonight will win this brand new 2015 Honda Accord. Honda, well known in Ohio, they've been producing Accords in the Buckeye State for the past 32 years. To complete the 9th round, here is Team Taves.
We're going to go with one of the best players in the league that can do it all, from the Boston Bruins, Patrice Bergeron.
From the Boston Boston Bruins. Patrice Bergeron's career achievements include winning the Frank J. Selke Trophy, Olympic gold, and the Stanley Cup. In this, his 11th season, Patrice Bergeron recorded his 500th career point this past October.
A two-time Selke Trophy winner, the 2011 Stanley Cup champion, and the most recent member of the Triple Gold Club, making his first All-Star appearance. Patrice Bergeron joins Team Taves. And let's take a look, Darren, after 9 rounds, where do we stand with these teams?
Team Foligno with a couple of goaltenders, but remember the rules. You have to have all goaltenders selected by the end of the 10th round, so I think I know what's coming. There's 2 goaltenders remain available, Yaroslav Halak and Brian Elliott. And interesting on Team Taves, they have both the Selke winners that are taking part in this 2015 All-Star Weekend. They also need to round out their goaltending situation. Back on the clock, Team Foligno, you need a goaltender, Halak or Elliott? Team Foligno, you need a goaltender?
Can't hear you. Sorry. Having too good of a time up here. With our next pick, it's a guy I played with, broke in my rookie year with him in Ottawa, Brian Elliott. He's not here, but great goaltender.
Brian Elliott is an injury replacement. Found out at the last minute he is not here, but will be present here in Columbus for the skills competition tomorrow night and the All-Star game on Sunday afternoon. Brian Elliott of the St. Louis Blues goes to Team Foligno.
Team Taves.
Yeah, this is pretty obvious, right?
I think so.
Well, I think if we got the rules straight, we got to pick a goaltender, and none better than Yaroslav Halak.
From the New York Islanders, Yaroslav Halak is tied for 3rd in wins and tied for 4th in shutouts among all NHL goalies this season. On January 13th, he led the Islanders to a shutout of the New York Rangers at MSG for the first time since 1975.
Making his first All-Star appearance, Yaroslav Halak leading the New York Islanders this season to the top of the Eastern Conference. Signed with the off-season on the island, and it's worked out so far so good for Yaroslav Halak, and he joins his current teammate and the captain of the New York Islanders, John Tavares.
Elliott and Halak go back-to-back. They won Jennings Trophy together
that's right.
in 2012. Team Foligno.
All right, with our next pick, we're going to take the second best, number 88 in the league, Brent Burns.
From the San Jose Sharks, Brent Burns recorded his 200th career NHL assist and 300th career NHL point this season.
Brent Burns, hybrid, forward, defenseman. If you would have won the car, would you have traded it in for some teeth?
No, it's the beard and teeth help keep the wife at bay a little bit.
What kind of look are you going for here?
Caveman, Chewbacca, I've heard a lot of things. I don't know, it's pretty unique.
Well, I think you're succeeding. Good job. There's Brent Burns.
All right, Jonathan Taves, Rick Nash, Ryan Getzlaf, you guys are back on the clock.
All right, I had the pleasure of having breakfast with this guy this morning. First time I met him, Aaron Ekblad from the Florida Panthers.
From the Florida Panthers, earlier this season, Aaron Ekblad became the youngest defenseman in franchise history to score his first NHL goal. Already this season, he set Panther franchise records for both points and assists for a rookie defenseman.
Aaron, congratulations. Let you get your jersey on there. You were chosen to join this all-star roster. You are a rookie, but you get to play in the game due to some injuries, and you get picked by a guy who's won a Stanley Cup, and you're joining Stanley Cup contenders as well. How's it feel up here?
It's pretty exciting for sure. Obviously, first time doing this, and very lucky to have been picked by Ryan Getzlaf. Yeah, pretty excited. Fun.
So Ryan said he had breakfast with you today, the first time he's met you. So how does that conversation get started? Who gets whose number first? How do you know how to meet up with breakfast with a guy you've never met before?
I awkwardly walked into the breakfast room, and he offered me a seat, one of the nicer guys in the room today.
All right, Aaron, congratulations. You are joining Team Taves, and we are going to take a short break here at the 2015 NHL Fantasy Draft presented by DraftKings. We will introduce you to the youngest stars in the National Hockey League coming up after the break.